Hi everyone, this is Pearl. So you know I've been doing a lot of wear tests on powder foundations. So the one we're going to do today is from NATASHA DENONA. This is her High Glam powder foundation. If you're interested in seeing how this looks on my skin and how it wears all day, then please keep on watching. Okay, so this High Glam powder foundation, I have mine in the color N4 and 5. This is what it looks like. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you. I've had this for a while, so I already know what my thoughts are, but I wanted to do a wear test for you because I don't think I've ever done one. This is a Blurring Flex Tech hybrid powder that delivers a poreless, oil-controlled, perfected second skin finish while caring for your skin, and it's available in 36 shades, medium to buildable coverage. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to go ahead and start off with my one size. Oh my gosh, look at it. I think this is done. That's the last time I'm going to use that. With my primer, like I do for every wear test. And I'm keeping it consistent by not bringing in my Danessa Myricks, which has become one of my favorites because I want to be consistent with all the wear tests that I do. Then I'm going to go in with my NATASHA DENONA concealer. I have mine in the color N8, and I'm just going to do a little bit under here because my under eyes are so dry. Going in with my Rare Beauty concealer brush. You know how much I love this. And then I'm just going to put the powder foundation over this, but I'm not going to cover this part. Let's see how it does for that. But under my eyes, I feel like I got too much, so let me spread it down on my eyelids maybe. I'll have to blend that out. So how is everybody today? I've got a busy day ahead of me. It's raining like crazy in San Diego, which is good because we have a drought. Well, we're always short on water. So the recommended use for this is to use the applicator, the sponge applicator that comes with it. And it's got like a little finger area design. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this on. I think this is just a little light for me. The color I have, N4-N5, is considered a light neutral. And I probably need like something a little bit darker, but I don't want to buy another one right now. So I will warm my face up with bronzer and stuff. But I'm bringing it all the way to my under eye, just so you can see that. But I feel like if I swipe down or out with my applicator, I get more coverage than if I just look at that uninvited guest. Man, whenever I get an uninvited guest, it's always like right there on my chin somewhere. So I know it's gonna wear off on my nose. This might be a little TMI, but when my body is really tired, I get spontaneous bloody nose multiple times a day. And the worst is when it happens while I'm driving. So annoying. So I know I'll probably get one today again, at least one. So we're gonna have to take that into consideration when you're looking at the wear test, okay? I also get these like scabs in my scalp, and I haven't had those in a really long time. Okay, let me bring you in closer so you can take a look. So see how it wears? Let me cover a little bit around here. I'm trying to not get my eyebrows. So it looks a little cakey around there, but that's how it normally looks. And it looks a little cakey around my nose, but I am going to set it with the powder melt spray. See around my hyperpigmentation right there? It doesn't cover it completely, but I'm okay with that because I'm gonna use highlighter. But can you see? I need to bring this down because my neck is darker than I want to cover this a little bit more. Probably should have used concealer for that. All right, so got a good look? Okay, let me put on the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have my face on. I wanted to show you that I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with the powder melt. Man, I love this stuff. Then I'm going in with the Until Dawn because I'm gonna be out all day. I'm like in the final dredges of this. Okay, let me bring you in closer so you can take a look. Okay, see how like the parts that looked too flat, they're gone. right? I feel like my highlighter does an okay job of covering my hyperpigmentation. I guess I could have put a little more foundation right there. Should I try right now? Because I do feel like it's showing right there. Can you see that? Let's see if I can. Nope, I ruined it. Okay, let me put more bronzer, highlighter, and blush on there. Okay, then I'm gonna spray it again, and then spray this again. Okay, it is 9:55, so we'll just say 10 o'clock. I will check back in with you in a few hours, okay? Take a good look. I don't feel like it blurs my pores here at all, but I could have put a primer on, a different kind of primer to fill the pores, but I didn't. See all that? All right, I'll see you back in a few hours. Okay, everyone, I'm back. It is just past 2. I just wanted to show you what my face looks like. So I do have creases in here. I just realized I look like I have jowls, don't I? And I can still see my pores. You can see where I had my glasses on, right? And the color does not work. But I think overall, it looks okay, right? It's been wearing well, except for right in here, but that's me frowning. But I don't notice it around my eyes, although I do notice bags under my eyes. Ugh, sleep. So elusive. Okay, I think it's wearing pretty well. What do you guys think? Okay, so let me check back in a few hours and see how this continues to wear. All right, see you then. Hi everyone, welcome back. It is 10:05. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm so tired. The only reason I'm still awake is because my son had a soccer game, but it was raining so hard that I told him I wasn't gonna go because I'm not gonna sit in the rain. I have dance competition this weekend and I cannot afford to get sick. But then he came home, they played for like an hour, and he said it was raining and there was like 2 inches of water, whatever. And then he went out to eat in all his wet clothes. And then their makeup game is tomorrow. So because he came home so late, I decided I would help him with his laundry, which I normally don't do. Anyway, all that to say, this is why I'm still awake. And I set my alarm to do the wear test for 4 hours after. So that was at 2 o'clock. And then I set it again for 6 o'clock, but I forgot to turn it on. So now I've been wearing this for what, 12 hours? Oh, I never do a wear test this long because I cannot stay awake. But let me bring you guys in closer so you can take a look. I think it wore pretty well. This is better than what I remember. Okay, so I still have the 11s here where I feel like it's still crept into my wrinkles, but everywhere else, I think it did pretty good. You guys, I didn't get a bloody nose today. But I have the lines. Sorry, I've been inking all day. Okay, so I do have where my glasses were on my nose. My pores look the same. Everything looks pretty good. I'm impressed. It did much better than my memory. Or maybe I didn't look. Oh, it did go into my lines right there. But you can't really tell unless you're looking at a magnifying mirror. Okay, so this Natasha Denona foundation gets a thumbs up from me. I still prefer the Dior more than anything else so far. But this, it surprised me. Yeah, I like it. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming with me on this journey of a wear test for Natasha Denona powder foundation. If you enjoy these types of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Oh my gosh, my fingers are so inky. Bye.